Okay, so today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Chicago Sky and the Washington Mystics game. So starting off with Angel Reese, as I always do, so she finishes with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Another double-double, Barbie. We love it. Okay, so yeah, we look at advanced metrics. She had 1 steal, 1 block, getting it done defensively, 53.8% from the field, 57.6% true shooting. Turnovers has to be cleaned up. You know, it's not acceptable, obviously, I will say that. But at the end of the day, she got a double-double, so I will leave here with something. And she played well. She was able to get a lot of contested shots and everything like that. And I saw people on Twitter saying this, and I agree, but she won that matchup with Kiki Ariafin. She got some tough buckets on her. Driving through the lane in traffic. Kiki scored on her a few times, but Angel won the matchup, okay? So I will leave here with something. Always a good day when Angel gets a double-double. So I do want to say, I love these shoes that Angel Reese is wearing, okay? This is the shoe that she just released with Reebok, but in a blue colorway. I want her to release these so bad because I want myself a pair, okay? I bought the original colorway, and I love them, but this blue colorway is eating, okay? She's been wearing them the past few games, and I hope that they get released soon because I want me a pair, okay? So I just had to say that. Looking at Camilla's performance, so she had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 of 13 from the field, and then she had 61.5% from the field, 59.2% true shooting. For the most part, she played well. You know, like I say, missing easy layups at times, and then we got to play defense without fouling. I will say that. There was one time they called a foul on her. I felt like she didn't even do anything, but, I mean, for the most part, a good game for Camilla. Again, a double-double. So, you know, we leave here with that. Looking at Ariel Atkins' stat line, so 10 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steal, and 4 block. Okay, getting it done on both ends of the floor. Not her most efficient day from the field, 4 of 9, 44.4%, and 50.6%, but, hey, getting it done on both sides of the floor, I can appreciate her effort, and I think that two-man game with her and Angel, I love to see that, okay? Now we look at everybody else. So Rebecca Allen, 21 minutes, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steal, 50% from the field. So it's better than her last few games, but we got to get in the double digits, but, you know, there was some good plays. You know, I'll say that. Rachel Banda, 15 minutes, 0.1 rebound, 1 assist, I think 3 steals. So, hey, at least she got those things done, but 0% from the field. Child. Elizabeth Williams, 6 points. I can't see the rest of those stats. And then Kia Nurse, 15 minutes, 3 points, and then I can't see everything else. But I can see 25% from the field. Get Kia Nurse out of the starting lineup. What do I keep saying? Her playing 15 minutes? No. And that was part of the reason why they cut down the lead, because he put her back in the fucking game. And what was it? The second, the third quarter? Whenever he put her back in, that's when they were starting to cut down the lead. Because I see Kia Nurse. They know she's a defensive liability. They know they're going to cook her. Stop doing that shit. And there was this play that pissed me off, bro. There was literally a beautiful assist Angel gave her. I think Angel threw it behind her back or something. She threw it right in her hands, okay? And she misses the fucking layup. You were right there. You missed an easy layup and you blew Angel's fucking assist. Oh my God. Kia Nurse pisses me off. Defensive liability. Can't score enough. 3 points in the whole day. No. Get her out of the starting lineup. I always say that. I'm not moved by the Kia Nurse experience. Now we see everybody else. Michaela's 11 minutes, 6 points, 1 rebound. Not bad. 60% for the field. Haley Van Lith, 26 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 33% from the field. It wasn't good. And I agree with what one of the commentators said, because it's like you see her get trapped at half court and you got to kick out the ball there. You got to kick out the ball more, because now you're wasting time on the shot clock, and then we get into the territory of shot clock violations or turnovers. You got to kick out the ball when you get trapped. You do. It wasn't great for her. Like I said, I'm going to give her grace because it's her first year, but you know, you see her struggling to create separation, not being the best at making decisions. At times, I will give grace. It wasn't good. That's all I can say. And then Maddie didn't play. Courtney Vandersloot out for the season. Mariah Jefferson out with the leg. So that's that. So why did they lose this game? Well, if you look at the advanced metrics, it tells us a lot. So if you look at here's, you know, the scoring each quarter. So first quarter, 26-11. Okay, we got off to a pretty good start. You know, I think that the lineup with like Angel and then Camilla, Rebecca, Ariel, and maybe it was like Rachel or Haley Van Lith, that kind of lineup, that's a lineup that I need to see more often, okay? They were playing selfless basketball. There was this one pass, Camilla throws it all the way down the court, Angel gets it, she gives it to Rebecca, Angel gets it back, and then she scores. Selfless basketball. I think that lineup, that's the lineup that we need to have playing more throughout the game. That's what I like to see offensively, defensively. Defensively, we have some good moments of getting steals and blocks, mainly the first half. The second half, the defense, it wasn't great. And then there's other moments where I think the spacing isn't great, moments in transition where I feel like the defense isn't great and other things like that. And it's like there's times where they try also, but it's like you foul them. So I think defensively it's just inconsistent in that regard. But I think that lineup, that's the lineup that I want to see time and time again. That's the lineup that worked. I think where he really messed up was whenever he put Kia Nurse back in the game. What was it, second quarter, beginning of the third quarter, something like that. Whenever he put her in for that time, that was not helping us. And then he took Angel out for a lot of, what was it, the third quarter. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes. And Angel needs time to rest 1,000%, but his rotations without her aren't great. And every time she gets taken out, the other team goes and run because she's our best defensive player. You see this over and over and over again. So there's that. And then just the presence that she puts on with that and the rebounding. The second that she came in, she played defense. She made a play there. The rebounding, she got us back in the game. And I'm tired of people acting like she doesn't have impact. So I think that those were some problems as well. And I think that Washington, they just started getting better with the double teams and the defense. Like, they were putting a lot of pressure defensively, and it started making more shots down the stretch, setting screens for each other. We kept fouling them down the stretch, and for the most part, we couldn't deliver. We had times where we played well and got some good buckets, but I mean, 24-12 and 23-16, we just couldn't keep up with them. And there was this one play, it was Shakira Austin, and I don't remember who the other person was, but basically, she basically fouled somebody, and somehow it's called as a technical on Tyler, and I get he was mad, so I guess that's why it was the technical, and then they got the free throw, and I think it was called a foul before that, but no, like, they should have called the foul in Chicago's favor, so that was some BS. But when those things continuously happen, whenever we can't defend down the stretch, whenever we can't score, whenever, everything just starts going haywire, yeah, it wasn't great, so I kind of think that that was the difference, overall. And then if you see this, these are the runs throughout the game. So there was a run, it was in the first quarter that we had, and then they had a run in the second quarter. And I think that this is when he changed one of the rotations. I could be wrong, but I know that Angel was out some of the third quarter. And like I said, when Angel goes out, they go on a run. So you can kind of see the momentum shifts. Like, the first half, we more so had it. The second half, it wasn't good. And then here are the best player streaks as well. So continuing to look on to the advanced metrics, so ultimately we shot better than them from the field, which is good news, 30 of 61, so we made like half the shots, and that's good news. And so they were 29 of 64, 45.3%. From three, we took less threes this game, thank God. I always say we should take less, so we only took 10, which is good, but we only made 3, which is bad. 30% from 3. They were 7 of 15, 46%, so they were better from 3, and our perimeter defense is not good. It's not good, not getting there quick enough to contest a shot, and we're just going to keep getting beat with that over and over again, so, it's unfortunate. Free throws, ultimately, we were a little bit better, 9 of 13, but they got more, 14 of 22, so that's what was fouling them down the stretch, and, moments like that. Turnovers, 25-16. 25 turnovers is unacceptable. So many times with bad passes over and over and over again, trying to make that extra pass, it gets turnover. Just everybody had some bad turnovers. Everybody had some bad turnovers. There was this one where Rebecca Allen got trapped trying to get the ball out, boom, turnover. There was this, Camilla had like multiple bad turnovers. Everybody had bad turnovers this game. 25 turnovers is really bad. It's unacceptable. Everybody has to clean it up. Everybody has to be held accountable. We have to take better care of the basketball and make better decisions, especially in the third and fourth quarter. It was really bad with the turnovers. Rebounding 40-38, so we out-rebounded with Angel and Camilla. We always should. Assists 21 and 21, so we broke even in that. They blew Angel's assist. I already talked about that. Blocks 6 and 5, so a little bit better. Defensive rebounding 22-20, so we were better in that regard. Offensive rebounds, we got out-defended offensively, so there's that. And then this is a big one. Points off turnovers, 40-3. 40-3. You know how bad that is? Bro, how many times they capitalized on our turnovers and we couldn't get it together? That is a big reason why we lose this game. That is a huge reason. It's awful. We look at everything else. So points in the paint, 50-34. So we're better in that regard. Fast break points, we got killed in transition, 20-8. And like I say, our defense in transition is not good. Not good. It really bothers me. Second chance points, 8-3, so we were better in that regard. And then steals, 14-10. So that third and fourth quarter, they were on a run defensively. And the personal fouls, 22-17. So there's that. So, yeah, that's kind of ultimately why I think that we don't win this game. I mean, you look at assists to turnover ratio, 25 turnovers to 21 assists. You can't win that way and everything like that. Just falling apart down the stretch, not being able to continuously cash in on what made us so successful in the beginning with playing as a team and everything like that. I can be on Tyler's ass a little bit because I think that some of his rotations were not good, frankly. But at a certain point, what was it, the fourth quarter, like there was times where it was a close game and you just continually make turnovers and bad decisions that get you to the point of losing the game and everything. So I can only be on Tyler's ass so much because yes, he made some bad decisions, but at the end of the day, it's also like they have to play the game too. So yeah, Tyler's had worse games where he's kind of fucked them over and everything like that. I would say it's more on the players. I would say it's more on the players this time. That's how I feel. Opportunities and then just shooting yourself down the foot down the stretch. So I mean, that's kind of what I think in regards to that. Another thing that I just thought of that I really wanted to add, but kind of like I was saying earlier, the two-man game with Angel and Ariel, we got to keep doing that because I like that. I like Ariel running the ball off the floor sometimes, and Angel as a facilitator. We have to cut down on the turnovers, but for the most part, I like her as a facilitator. I like the two-man game with Angel and Camilla. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep spamming the pick and roll more and doing things like that. Like one of my mutuals said, running the offense through the guards doesn't work because they're not consistent and everything like that. And everybody continuously needs to get better with their court vision. I'm sorry. Because it's the fact that I saw Angel open this game like 5 times. And if you rewatch this game, you can see what I'm saying. Having her hands open, saying, you know, I'm open, okay? And them just not seeing her at all. They go down the lane and they get tunnel vision. Everybody has to work on doing that, on making the extra pass to whoever it is that's open and not missing opportunities like that. I think it's huge. We just have to stop running it through the guards and giving them so many touches when it continually is proven that they're not effective, okay? Let's get Angel touches down the stretch. Let's get Camilla touches down the stretch. I love them facilitating to each other. We have a lot of good plays every single game of them doing that. And Ariel, those 3 should be the main focal points of the offense going forward. Stop with everybody else. I don't want to see Rachel Banham facilitating the basketball and playing the 1. I don't want to see Kia Nurse on that damn court at all. She's a bench player at best. It is what it is. Okay, Hailey Van Lith has to continue to develop. I will give some grace and everything like that. But those 3 have proven that they are effective. So I had to say that. This review is late because Kathy made the decision to schedule 6 games yesterday and all 3 of my teams at the same time and everything. I'm going to choose Dallas and everything like that. They become my number 1 team. I will review these games probably the day after and everything like that. But that's why these reviews are late. I just want to say that. Look at the Washington side. So starting off with Brittany Sykes, 36 minutes, 32 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 54% from the field. So yeah, she was a difference maker. She was a difference maker this game. For the most part, she played well. Okay, 54% from the field ain't bad. Okay, and you know the steals she was able to get up and score, and the kind of shots that she was able to hit. You know, she was a difference maker. So I didn't know she had 32 points, but you know it all makes sense now reading the stat line. I mean, she made a difference. Sonia Citron, 36 minutes and then 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 44% from the field, plus 21. Not bad, okay? Not the most efficient from the field, but I mean, still showing up in every other regard. And yeah, this is my first time watching the Mystics this season. I've heard, you know, good things and everything like that, but this is my first time actually watching a game because they went against one of my teams. So, you know, making a difference. Austin, 27 minutes, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 block. Not bad. Sutton, 7 points, and then I can't see everything else. So there's that. And then Aaliyah Edwards, 12 minutes, 6 points. Yeah, she has a good one this game. To those who are watching this, who are Washington Mystics fans, do you guys think that they should trade her? Because a lot of my mutuals and stuff have been saying that they haven't really been utilizing her a whole lot because, you know, she got hurt and then Kiki Iriafin, like, they feel like they drafted her to be her replacement. So do you guys think that they should trade her and everything like that? Because they basically just feel like she's not getting utilized enough. You know, I don't watch this team, but I would love to know what you guys think down below because that's what everyone's saying. But if Aaliyah Edwards like Tex-Mex, then yeah, I'm in. I wouldn't mind for her to be a Dallas wing. I will say that. And then we have Kiki Iriafin, 27 minutes, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 37% from the field, excuse me. Not a great game and not a great game. I mean, 37% from the field. I will say that she did hit this clutch, I think, layup or shot towards the end. So, I mean, that was impactful. She got a few shots. Wasn't great. You know, I can say that per first year. I will give some grace today. Melbourne, 24 minutes, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 14% from the field. I will say defensively, she had some good moments, so I will give that. You know, that doesn't always show up on the box score, but 14% from the field is not good. Dolson, 13 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. Olsen, you can see that. And then here's everybody else for the Mystics. So why did the Mystics end up winning this game? I mean, a lot of the advanced metrics that I showed you guys end up kind of going in their favor, but like, what was it? The points off turnovers, 40-3. Being able to capitalize off of their mistakes, and then the defense that they played in that second half, I think was a huge difference. And just being able to capitalize on that, and they just got in a flow. Better coaching down the stretch. So I think ultimately that's why they win this game. Being able to get to the line, being able to capitalize off of that. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments for Chicago Sky fans, for Washington Mystics fans, Chicago Sky fans. Why do you guys think that we lost this game? Do you think it was a coaching decision? Do you think it was player things? Do you think it was both? You know, I think we can spread it around. I would say it's more on the players this time and everything like that. And with the guard situation, it has to be fixed. Ariel Atkins is really our only good guard. Hailey Van Lith is a rookie, so I'll give her grace. But the guards continuously are not getting it done. And I saw this stat, I believe, and it's like Angel and Camilla continuously outscore the other front courts in the league, but our guards aren't getting it done, so we're not winning games. you see all these things are problems. And so we have to do better. You know, maybe in free agency we can get people, maybe in drafting we could get people, but we need better guards because our guard situation is not good. And then with Courtney Vandersloot being out, it's not helping us. We need better guards consistently. So it's going to keep being an issue every single game. We're going to keep seeing the same things. Yeah, they need help. They need help. That's all that I can say.